Hello, hello, hello. I'm back again. Your main man. The real Bill Real. What's up, folks? How you been? I'm good. Ebola, Ishmola. What? Uh, how am I gonna cut into this pie? So many things I want to talk about today, so I'm gonna be all over the place. Uh, do not believe anything that the media is telling you about Ebola, ISIS, anybody, anybody. I am so serious with you. Do not believe any of their stories. The media, the Masons especially, they are doing everything possible through the police force, through the media, to incite racial tension. They want to do whatever it is possible to get under your skin right now. So they are in rush mode. Okay, they want martial law. Like I told you guys, they want martial law. They want to take a few people to FEMA camps. They have plans. They have plans, and they want you upset. They want you upset. Just watching everything in the media, boy, I tell you, just morality, as a whole. I mean, it just seems like our morality in this society is gone to the crapper. Especially women, just the celebrities, the things that people do and say. It's just, our diets are out of whack. There's a lot of demonic presence. People are doing tons of demonic things right now. Teachers, you can't trust them. Mothers are killing their babies, and it's quite a world we're living in. I'm not telling you anything that you're not aware of, but I would urge you to pray to the Heavenly Father. You can call him God if you want to. His name is Yahweh. But I would urge you to seek the Father and his will for your life, because things are happening. And you're going to start seeing aliens. You're going to start seeing dinosaurs. You're going to start seeing giants. You're going to start seeing things float up to the surface out of the water. You're about to see a bunch of things, and you're going to have the same president that you have right now for forever. Okay, I want you to understand it. I want you to understand it. I've told you guys that before. Okay, so you're going to have the same president forever, and it's going to be a situation where we're going to have to come together. But before we actually come together, there's going to be many people that are not going to make it from the fallout. So, just letting you guys know what's really happening. That's the reason why they want us focused on, football and basketball and all these other different things that are distractions, so that we don't ever get ourselves together. We can't farm, we can't do anything, and it's nothing but the Jesuit presence. They make all the laws, and they're infiltrated. They're at the highest places, and they threaten people, and they say, hey, look, if you tell, I'm going to poison you or shoot you, or I'm going to have somebody to get after you. So that's what's going on. They basically are the bullies of the world. And if you're not thinking about, getting yourself off the grid, solar panels, heating your home, or supplying electricity with batteries, or if you're not thinking about wind power, or if you're not thinking about these types of things, building your own home, getting your own private land, being a king, total sovereignty, if you're not thinking about things like this, you're just basically on the hamster wheel, because rich and poor alike, everybody's going towards the same gas chamber, so to speak, and it's this economy, it's the inflated dollar, it's the IRS, it's the prison industrial complex, it is the medical association, it's the cancer, so it's the whole entire, pumping you full of drugs, prescribing whatever they can, it's all based on the monetary system. Like I keep telling you guys that. As long as you have the monetary system in place, it provides a fertile ground for corruption. Now, I'll be the first person to tell you that you need money, okay? Because I'm not what I would call rich yet, but I do believe in keeping money, okay? So don't get it twisted. I'm simply saying that as long as we do things for profit's sake, we're going to neglect people. We're going to neglect sovereignty. We're going to neglect nature. So we need to have a whole new society, a revolution of thought, okay, on the internet and at a ground roots level to let people understand, hey, you know what? You can have government. That's fine, okay, to a certain extent. But every man needs to be sovereign. And he doesn't need to be subject to a bank that he has to go pay a mortgage for 30 years. It's a death certificate, okay? He doesn't have to, he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to pay, shucks, I don't even know how much a person pays over a lifetime. Probably a good, $40, $50, $1,000 to the electric company for electricity. He doesn't have to pay the water department. He doesn't have to pay for credit card bills. He doesn't have to pay for gas. He doesn't have to pay for all of these different things. So he's not enslaved to being on the earth. So these are some things that we need to make sure that we have as the status quo. If you care anything about your children, if you have any children, if you care anything about the future, this is what needs to happen. Because as long as we have people that are after money, they're going to continue to look for people to incarcerate for money. You get what I'm saying? They're going to continue to keep things like cannabis illegal so that they can continue to get money from the government to fight it. And, the drug lords over in Mexico are going to continue to do what they're doing, and the black market will continue to thrive. And we will continue as a society continue to be incarcerated and go down. And, it's stupid. The entire problem that we are having as a society is there is a Jesuit presence, a Catholic presence, what we call Jewish-ish presence that is evil. Okay? They're the synagogue of Satan. And they are against everything that is good for you. They are against it. They are the ones that are holding back inventions. They are the ones that are keeping prices high. They are the ones that have you wrapped up in the credit game. They're the ones that got you jumping through hoops to go to school. They're the ones who got you in debt, paying for a house for the rest of your life. They're the ones that got you with all kinds of things that you don't need. This is what is turning it. It's this, buy. I need this. Consumerism. That is the cancer to our society as a people. It causes us to harm each other. It causes us to, invade on others. Yeshua, who people commonly refer to as Jesus, who don't know any better, and I'm, not knocking you. What Yeshua said is, hey, you know what? There are some laws that Moshe was given by Yahweh when he ascended in the cloud on the mountain, but he says the law can be summed up as do unto your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, so if we love other people as ourselves, we're not going to have them to go to a cancer facility where they're going to inject a bunch of chemicals into the person that's going to basically have killed them, and then still allow them to die later on because we don't tell them that, hey, you know what, there are about 4 or 5 different cures that actually work that you can apply, and they would be a fraction of the cost of what we would charge you. Nobody's going to do that because they're concerned about money. Nobody's going to tell a person, hey, you don't have AIDS. You don't have HIV. There's no such thing as HIV. Why? Because they want to sell them some medications a AZT derivative that's going to eventually kill the person. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, which I've told you guys before. They don't want to do that because that takes money out of their pocket, and they're doing what they're doing so that they can pay the bank. You get it? The sales rep that shows up and brings a delicious dinner to the doctor's office, and the doctor, and he's wooing everybody. He's doing that so that he can get a really large commission out of the money that he is going to collect for the drugs that he's going to sell to the doctor. Why? So that he can take some of his money and go pay his electric bill, so that he can go pay his mortgage or his what he got to pay on his condo, so he can go pay the dealership for his car. Here's another thing too. I talked about it before. Cars, I'm going to get back on this, but cars have been out for what, 100 and some years or whatever. And I think the first car was like $600. I think something like that. I may be wrong, but correct me if I am. Okay, I don't. May have been about $600. So that means that right about now, cars should be about $25-$40. A brand new car should be about $25-$40 because they've had enough time to make everything inexpensively. They've had enough time to be able to make cars that they don't even need an engine. They don't need gas and all that other stuff. They don't need that. They can just simply run off solar when they need to, and if they don't have, they don't have any solar around, they can go to a backup, type of fuel and get around unlimited, and it regenerates itself or whatnot. They've had this type of technology for a long time. They've been covering it up. Area 51, all these underground bases and stuff, underground cities. They've been covering all this stuff up from you. They've been keeping that from you. The Catholic Church is what's keeping it from you. They're the ones that went in there and changed your Bible around, took all the names out and stuff, took Yahweh's name out over 6,000 times. So, but getting back to what I was saying about the medical society, a lot of things that are going on, they're done for profit purposes only. They're not telling the people, hey, you know what, this is the best thing for you to eat. You know what? You need to introduce some cannabis to your diet. You need to start smoking some marijuana. They don't say these things. Why? Because that would empower people. That would, for one, it would empower Judah, okay, who is the number one type of person that is incarcerated right now in the United States. Okay, Judah is the farmer. They don't want Judah to be able to get land, which is what he is owed, because this is his land that we're on. He came over here along with the others. Yeah, but these are the things that are plaguing our society, and it is a greed. And if we get rid of the greed, we kill all of the evil that's going on right now. All of the evil right now that's going on is over the love of money. And when we go to an agrarian society where crops are king, where, hey man, we're talking about our crops, we're talking about how we can grow the best stuff. We're talking about how we're going to have a festival and everybody's going to bring food and everybody's going to eat and everybody's going to smoke marijuana and get along, and we're going to have different teas and everybody's going to be sharing and, playing music and whatnot. That's what Yeshua has in mind for our society. Not this society where we run off to malls and stuff, spending money, riding up and down with these gas guzzling cars and stuff, putting money on cars that we don't have, paying off debts and robbing Peter to pay Paul, and everybody's stressed out, and that's not my idea of a productive society. Okay, go and do some research on what Gaddafi was wanting to have done for the people. Okay, when they killed him and said that he was a terrorist. All right. So what I'm saying and what I am proposing is not popular. Okay, nobody really wants to support it because it has nothing to do with the monetary system. It has everything to do with empowering the people. I believe that everybody should be empowered, and the power comes from the land. That's where all power comes from. We need to scrap this whole entire system we have right now. Let's go back to an agrarian society. Everybody needs them a cow. Everybody needs them some chickens. Everybody needs them some goats. They need some seeds, and they need fertile soil, good rain. They even control the weather. They can even make sure it rains and everything. So we just need to pray to Yahweh that he changes the heart of the president that it is right now, that he changes and that he sets things right, because we're definitely going through a bunch of hell. We're going through a bunch of hell, and it's all over that. It's over that situation right there. I like to talk about social media just for 1 second. People, if you are going on social media, say things on social media that will improve the lives of people. If you decide to post a video of people fighting, make sure that you're talking down on the people that you're showing who are fighting. Make sure that it is not glorifying that type of behavior, because there are many impressionable children or young people that are on there, and they are looking to you for guidance. And if you are posting things or sharing things and you're cursing and you're bringing down the morality of our society as a whole, you need to be ashamed of yourself for what you're doing. You need to do better. Okay? Judah especially, we need to do better. Okay? Judah, it's another thing too. Stop wearing those freaking perms. Those perms are horrible. They make your hair fall out, and they even seep into your skull, and they cause problems for you. Okay? Women, start loving your men. Stop being disobedient to your men. Stop being rebellious to what the man is saying. All right? And stop going along with this society that wants to tell you that the man is nothing if the man is not making any money. Woman, you are there to encourage the man. Okay? Especially I'm talking to Judah. Because the women of Judah, you give them a little college degree, give them a little $35,000 a year job, and they want to all of a sudden start looking down on their man. Okay? Stop that. You're never going to build a strong society as long as you're doing that. All right? Ferguson is a hoax. It is a staged event. They plan to get martial law started out of it. I told you guys that. Okay? That's why everything is going the way that it is going. Stop acting as if this Michael Brown was such a saint. He was not. Okay? His mother is not someone that we should give a standing ovation to. What has she done to deserve a standing ovation? I saw the other day. I decided I was looking on TV, and I was like, what the heck is going on around here? I know I may be old with that, but I don't watch TV. TV is so lame. You know, TV is designed to sell you products and services. That's it. And the shows that are on there, they're just debauchery. It's horrible. All of the court shows, they show the morality of the people, especially the women. The women are very, very evil and wicked and selfish, self-serving. Please don't think that I have this opinion that men don't do wicked things, because they do. There are plenty that do, but I notice as a whole, like entertainment. I'm going to speak on Kim Kardashian's butt for a second. I don't think there's anyone who is shocked by her doing the photo shoot. She's money motivated, okay? She's, it's all about attention. If you're talking about her, that's all great. I think the one thing that people need to understand is that everybody has a role in life. Not every woman is going to be a fair woman covering her head and doing the right things. There are certain women in life that have to play certain roles. Yahweh made people in all types of shapes, sizes, colors, personality traits, tendencies. So she is acting out something for a greater purpose. She is doing what she's doing to actually make mothers wake up and say, not only no, but hell no, my daughter will never be like this. Let me pay some attention to her, and let me make sure that she knows that she's never to degrade herself and put herself on the front of a cover for the world to see her derriere. And also, it was a knock towards Kanye also. So, which is one of those things. They don't really like him anymore because he said way too much. But it is what it is. He's playing his role also. We all have a job to do. Everybody here on earth has a job to do. Even the wicked. The Bible tells you that the wicked, they were created for punishment. Okay? So they're going to be punished because of the things that they are doing, which are things that they want to do because of their will, because they have been seduced by seducing spirits. and demons, which are on the planet. So when you guys see people acting up, they're getting angry, they're fighting, they're doing all kinds of things on social media, making all kinds of videos, bashing their head. I mean, when you see these things, it's nothing more than demonic possession. And demonic possession is at an all-time high. There are demons that are coming down from the sky every day, and they need bodies, and they are possessing people. Even some of the elect, they're getting inside of them and they're making them do things that they wouldn't normally do or say. Okay, so these are the times that we are living in, and it's 2014 Gregorian. Okay, so remember that I told you. I know I've been all over the place. I just wanted to drop a video just to check in with you guys, let you guys know how I feel about a few things. Until next time, I am checking out, and I will holler at you guys later. Peace.